So this exercise is related to graphs and motion. In graphs and motion, it's an important topic in the syllabus. As you will find, usually a question is there of 8 marks. So it's important that you understand each part. We did the first 9 questions, so we'll do question 10. In question 10, a car accelerates uniformly from rest at 2.2 meter per second square for 3 seconds. We have to find the speed of a car like that. There was a car which was initially at rest. So what will the speed of a car when it was at rest? Speed of a car. Stationary. So initial speed will be 0. So initial speed of a car is 0 meter per second. They mentioned we want to calculate the speed of this car after 3 seconds. And it was changing the speed every second. It was changing the speed by 2.2. So we can use a formula for acceleration. In exam, physics exam, it's important that you write a formula first, because 1 mark is for writing a formula or showing a substitution in the formula. Like you can write as acceleration is v minus u over t, or you can directly show a substitution like acceleration is 2.2, final speed we don't know, x is there, initial speed is 0, and the time interval is 3. If you do like you show a substitution in the formula or write a formula, that is 1 mark. And the 1 mark is for the final answer. So when we simplify this, acceleration is 2.2, final speed we don't know. We can represent by x or v. Initial speed is 0, time is 3. So it will be multiplied, the final speed will be 6.6 meter per second. The next part, at time t is equals to 3, the car has traveled distance 9.9. Calculate the average speed of a car. So how to calculate an average speed? To work out an average speed, it is the total distance divided by total time. So total distance traveled by, that is 9.9. And what is the total time to complete the journey? Like for 3 seconds, so they're divided by 3. So 9.9 divided by 3, we will get as 3.3 meter per second. Then on figure 1.1, sketch a distance time graph for the first 3 seconds. So as I mentioned, the car is accelerating. And in first 3 seconds, it covered 9.9 meters. So it does not cover 10, it covered 9.9 meter in 3 seconds. And it is accelerating. So how to draw a graph for accelerating object? So we'll draw a curve which the slope is increasing till 3 seconds. Is it clear, this one? Because it is related to the previous part, as the object is accelerating, that's why the curve should be there and the slope is increasing, which shows that object is accelerating. Then question 11, the figure 1.1 shows a speed time graph for a vehicle accelerating from rest. Calculate the acceleration at 30. At time is equals to 30. So at time is equals to 30. Here, 10 boxes equals to 40. So each box is 4. So this will be 24, 28, 32. So this will be 30. So if you wanted 30, so this is the point where we need an acceleration. Because it is a curve, whenever you have a curve and you need an acceleration, first what we do for a curve, and we need an acceleration, first thing we draw a tangent. Like first we mark a point where we want the acceleration. So first we mark a point where we want to find an acceleration. The second thing, we will draw the tangent. And then third thing, we will find the gradient of the tangent. And that gradient will be equals to acceleration for a speed time graph. So first we mark a point. So first thing is done. Then we draw a tangent. When the curve, like slope is decreasing, we'll draw a tangent up. If a slope is increasing, we'll draw a tangent down. And length of a tangent is up to you. You can draw a longer tangent, you can draw a shorter tangent, it's up to you. So first we mark a point and then we draw a tangent. So we draw a tangent. Now, after drawing a tangent, we'll find the gradient of the tangent. How to work out a gradient? The formula for a gradient, it is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. What is x1? The first point on x-axis is x1. When we draw the first point of the tangent, when we draw on x-axis, that's x1. That is actually equals to one box, so which is 4. The second point, which we draw from the tangent, and remember, it's not necessary you take end of the tangent. You can take any 2 points on the tangent. The second point we take on the tangent on x-axis, that is equals to x2, which is 64 and 68. So second point is 68. The first point on y-axis, when we draw a line on y-axis, so on y-axis, 10 boxes equals to 10. So each is 1. So this is 6. So y1 is 6. And what about y2? So 25, 26, 7 and 8. So y2 is equals to 28. Now use a formula to find the gradient of the tangent. So it is y2 is 28 minus y1 is 6. x2 is 68 minus x1 is 4. When we simplify 22 minus 28 minus 6, so that's 22. And 68 minus 4, so that is 64. What's the answer? 22 divided by 64? 22 divided by 64. What's the answer? .34. So we will write as 0.34. And the unit of acceleration is meter per second square. So the gradient is equals to 0.34 and acceleration of this object is also 0.34. So if it is a curve, we mark a point where we want the acceleration, then we draw a tangent and find the gradient of the tangent. Is it clear, this question? 11?
Yes, sir.